My mom, and it was one of those days when we finally got the chance to hang out together without my younger siblings distracting us. And the weather was particularly good that day, and we were really happy, and we were laughing a lot. And while we were laughing so free-spiritedly, out of nowhere comes this man and jumps into the middle of the road, and he quite literally spits in the direction of my mom's face. And we jerked back just in time, thankfully, so his saliva didn't harm our bodies, but his words did. "Take that effing thing off," he started, and then he continued and continued with his hate speech, and I was quite literally petrified that at one point he was going to strike her face. And I didn't know what to do. I was quite shocked and just standing there, but my mom's steps didn't falter. She just kept walking on. "It's nothing new," she said, "let's move on." Since that day, I've wondered millions of times if that man ever took a second to think of the woman, the mother, the human being behind that veil. Did she ever think of the children her weary hands would one day raise to serve this nation? And when he looked at me, what did he see? He must have thought I was a byproduct of Muslims who had brainwashed me into blindly following a faith, an oppressed little girl who couldn't speak for herself. But oh boy, was he wrong. Born and raised in America, my first best friend was Hindu, my second best friend was a devout Christian, and my current best friend is agnostic. It is these people and countless non-Muslim Americans who taught me everything I know about being a proud Muslim American. When I shied away from public eyes about my faith, they grasped onto my hands and pulled me up, chiding me for trying to hide in the dark when I was meant to shine. They taught me that each of the values we choose to hold, whether it be cultural or religious, are sources of strength that make us all the more admirable and ambitious. And that, brothers and sisters, is the true American dream, the hope and courage we instill into each and every one of us to become the best version of ourselves, and the pride we teach each other to have in our different identities. Standing in front of you today, you see the co-president of the Muslim Student Association, but what you don't see is a devout Christian mentor who molded me to the leader I am today. She's taught me everything I know about integrity, compassion, and leadership, and even now I run to her for advice, because whether we read the Bible or the Quran, the universal message present has always been and always will be the same. So if my generation of millennials have mastered the art of looking at each other as human beings first and foremost, then so can everyone else here. I'm only 17 years old and I'm just beginning to dip my feet into the pool of colleges and careers, and I'm terrified. Terrified of what the next 4 years hold. My heart bleeds at the thought of all the hurdles that I now have to jump over to prove that I'm worthy of my dreams. But there's something that every one of you today can do to make my journey and all of your journeys a lot easier. When I step off the stage and you turn your head to look at the person next to you, please, please don't see the hijab, don't see the turban, don't see the yarmulke, or the lack of all three. See a human being, beautiful and worthy of respect and compassion. Thank you.